Is Ken Wingard, who started this whole thing tomorrow or yesterday.
Yes. We sort of are building the front yard little by little. We did our tombstones yesterday, which is totally fun, and today we're doing our
tomb.
A little bit. It's
Baron von Steinus's tomb, your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Oh,
Okay,
I see.
perfect, fantastic.
So this is Dave's sketch, and we're sort of working our way around. Now, right in the center, you can see is our little cemetery there. So we made the tombstones. We're doing the tomb today. Tomorrow we'll do our little standing skeletons.
So is that the same foam you used for the gravestones?
Yeah, so this is the insulation foam. You get it at any of your big box stores. We did 2-inch yesterday. We're using the 2-inch today, and we're using the 1-inch. We've gone over several ways of cutting it. I have those fancy tools. You can also use a bread knife. For this, there are big pieces, so I want to show you another little trick for cutting big pieces in a straight line.
Yeah, because you need a big knife, don't you?
Right. All you need is a ruler and then just a regular straight X-Acto.
That's not going to go all the way through it.
Right. Just score it a few times, and then all you have to do is it will easily just snap nice
Wax
and
on,
evenly.
wax off. Wow, you're like the Karate Kid.
So that's how I cut these pieces. We got started earlier today. That was fun. So here's the layout of the pieces. Two of them are 1/2 inch, and the rest of them are 2-inch. And so what I did was just build the box first. And that's just going to be 2 sides and 2 long sides made into a big old rectangle. I'm using wood glue, but any kind of adhesive will work. And then I'm just using wood screws. Those are 3-inch wood screws just to hold in place really until all the glue sort of solidifies. Once you've got your actual rectangle, then go back and you can build the base and the top. The base, I'm getting the 2-inch piece, then I'm putting a 1/2-inch piece on top, which just gives it some architectural sort of shape. Then I'm using 1-inch screws there to hold that in place. And then I'm doing the same thing with the lid. The lid, a little bit of adhesive, put on your 1/2-inch, and then add in your 1-inch screws to hold that in place. So basically, once you've done that, you have your base, your top, and your lid. All you're going to do now is take that rectangle, the box, and glue it onto your base. If you want to go up through the bottom with some screws, you can on that. And basically, there you have it. You're basically done there.
Okay.
And now to get it from that to this, it's all the same steps we did yesterday with chiseling away, adding the cracks, using the three paint wash. So go to our website, follow up on yesterday, and you can get all those.
Just beautiful. I mean, it just
doesn't it look great?
Oh, great.
And all from a $35 piece of foam.
And the stuff that adds to it is the little nuances of the stuff laying around it, and all just.
Well, what really adds to it, if you let me slip over here, is our moving mechanism, and that's going to be really easy. This is, Debbie called this out right away during rehearsal.
This is a disco ball motor. I know this very well. I used to have a disco ball in my first apartment in New York City.
This will cost you about $9. Usually hangs from the ceiling. But we have a 4x4 and just a scrap piece of plywood.
You live in Studio 54?
I know, seriously.
I didn't, but I wish I did.
I'm going to have Mark just sort of attach that to the top there.
Right.
In the meantime, I have like a 4-inch disc here, and I've got a paint stick. And so all we're going to do is just add a bolt. You notice there's a little hole here I drilled in the center. We're going to add a bolt through the bottom and just put a nut on there. Yeah, this is not a real paint stick.
Oh, it's a paint stick.
Get it from free. Don't ever pay for a paint stick. You're going to screw that on, and then you're going to do the same thing with a longer piece on this end, and that's going to act as our mechanism to hold the, to actually move the guy. Then all you're going to do is take this, a little bit of Gorilla Glue.
Okay.
Which fixes everything,
Which fixes everything.
Put
some drops down on the inside here. And then all you're going to do is glue
first time I had that
on top there.
was so good. I went ape over it. It was so...
Oh, bad.
You can't go gorilla.
Let that set up, and then let me show you how to actually put this in place.
I went bananas over it.
So go ahead and take your lid, and what you're going to do is you're going to drill a little hole and put a washer about 4 inches in and 12 inches down. And then on the other end, you're going to put a little peg in there, and that's going to actually act as the pivot point for your lid. Now on your actual coffin, cut a bigger hole and just get a cap This is a cap from PVC. It's a 1/2-inch PVC pipe, and I'm actually plushing that in with some super glue as well to hold that into place. Now take your mechanism that we just built, set it inside, pop a hole into your styrofoam, and pop on your lid. So that little cap, that little peg goes into the cap, and then the long bolt at the end of your paint stick, that goes up into that washer. And so that is going to move and act as your moving mechanism. So then all you do, plug it in. We added a smoke machine, and that's it.
Honestly, I am completely in awe of you and Dave and everyone in our props department. This is the coolest thing.
Let's see it at night. We have a great night shot. Look how it lights up.
Let's see what it looks like at night. What?
I know, totally
Oh my
spooky.
God.
Freak the kids out. Come on, freak the kids out.
Gosh. And the way it moves, because a disco ball motor moves very slow, so the way that this moves, just
The fact she knows the RPM on a disco ball
but truthfully, if you're walking by and this just moves a little bit, do you know what I mean? You don't want it to go too fast. How much does this cost?
The whole thing, $40. $40 without the motor. The motor costs you another $9.
There's a joke there. I just gotta go find it.